taking too long. And that you may find that that's the case. Under learning aids, you'll also notice that you have practice and read. Practice currently isn't working yet. It says coming soon, but in a month it should be. Can't show you that one yet, but you'll want to look at that in a month and see what it looks like. Read may actually be quicker. Most people say, no, I want to watch it. But you'll notice that when you hit watch, it is doing the entire thing. It is starting Word, blank document. It's showing you information that you may not totally want. And so if you hit read, it's going to actually pull up the textbook. So it takes a minute here. And it's going to take you to the page that discusses this portion, which allows you to skip down to what you want. Because here's create document. You don't want to create document. It does show you some good things about how this is laid out, which is nice. But we're gonna move forward. We'll go to the next page. Reuse text. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about finding some text and putting it into a document. So we're going to click the Insert tab, go to the object arrow. If we don't know what the object arrow is, it tells us right over here. There's the object arrow, and there's inserting text from file. So there's our answer. Now I can quickly just close that and say, okay, well, I need to go to Insert. Right over here, drop that arrow down from text from file. And then this next step, notice there's two in there. I need the one that says camps. So I can click on it and then hit Insert, or I can double click it, and it inserts the text. And we know we completed that step because now that step is gray. Now it wants us to save the documents in the document folder using the file name, and there's the file name. I don't like that file name. That's a little confusing to me, but it has to be exact. This really ticks some students off, and I can understand why, but it is a computer program trying to figure out what to do. So if I was to capitalize this W and make it a cap, that it wouldn't accept it. If I was to make this an O, and notice that's a 0 because it's tall and skinny, then it wouldn't accept it. So if you have trouble in some portions where you have to type something in, make sure you pay close attention to what it's having you type. That's usually the problem, is that, oh wait, I didn't realize that was a 0, and you can put that in. But if you have trouble with it, give me a call. Of course, if you're in class, then you're going to raise your hand and ask me a question. Also, those of you that are online, you're free to come down into one of my classes Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 o'clock till 11. I'm in those classes, and I can help you out with whatever you need. Otherwise, give me a call, and then I'll give you a call back. But again, pay close attention to what step you're on so I can jump to that. Okay, so let's go ahead and save. I can hit here for save, or I can go File, which most people are very used to. Come down to Save. And it wants, let's see, Documents folder. So you notice there really isn't a Documents folder. There's a My Documents. Okay, so now when we come here, notice it starts us in Library Documents. So we're in the right place, Documents. And so now I'm gonna type in my name there, W01H1. Being very careful, that looks like that should work. That's the same thing, so let's save it. All right, so I didn't get an error. And when you don't get an error, that means you did it right. Because I still have one more step to do, close the document. I'm going to come up here to the X, close the document, and question is complete. And then it's going to load the next question for me. And there we have a new question to do. We can also decrease the font, increase it if you can't see it very well. And that's pretty much it for a simulation. Next I'm going to show you a test, an actual exam that is simulation based. And you'll have a few of those.